Hi everyone, welcome back. Let's write some more Leetcode today. Today we are solving count the number of fair pairs. So the problem states that we are given a zero index integer array called nums of size n, and we have two integers upper and lower, and we want to return the number of fair pairs. So it's considered a fair pair if nums of I plus nums of j is less than or equal to upper and greater than or equal to lower. So if we look at this example, there are 6 pairs at these 6 indexes that are between 3 and 6. So 0 plus 4, 0 plus 4 again, 0 plus 5, 1 plus 4, 1 plus 4 again, and 1 plus 5. So that's why we return 6. If we look at this example, the only pair that is between 11 and 11 is 2 and 3 because 9 plus 2 is equal to 11. So we return 1 as our output. So now that we have seen some examples, let's get to how we can solve this problem. So one way that we can solve this problem is we can first sort the array, and then we will use 2 pointers twice. The first time is to find everything that is less than the lower bound, and then the second time is to find all the combos that is less than or equal to the upper bound. And then we will subtract the second result by the first result, and then we can return that as our result. And how we can calculate is whenever the combo between the 2 points is less than the limit, whether it's the lower bound or upper bound, then we will add the number of combos that we can make with the left pointer to result, and then we will shift the left pointer. Otherwise, if the combo is greater than the limit, then we will shift the right pointers to the left. So let's go over this example real quick. So first we'll calculate the lower bound. So 0 and 7 is greater than 3, so we move to the left. 5 plus 0 greater than 3, so we move to the left again. 0 plus 4 is greater than 3, so we shift pointer to the left again. 0 plus 4, again, greater than 3, so we shift again. 0 plus 1 is less than 3, so we will add 1 to result because with the left pointer, we can make 1 combo. And then we will shift the left pointers, and now that they have met, so we return 1 as our result. And now we can calculate the upper bound. 0 plus 7 is greater, so we shift to the left. 0 plus 5 is less than 6, and we realize that with the left pointer 0, we can make 4 combos. 0 with 4, 0 with 1, 0 with 4, and 0 with 5. So we add 4 to result, and then we will shift the left pointer. 1 plus 5 is equal to 6, and we can make 3 with that. So we add 3 to result and shift the left pointer. 4 plus 5 is greater, so we don't change the result, but we need to shift the right pointer. 4 plus 4 is also greater than 6, so we need to shift the right pointer again. And now that they have met, so we have 7 as the result from the upper bound, and then we have 1 as the result from the lower bound. So we subtract 7 by 1, and that's equal to 6. So 6 can be our result. And the time complexity would be O of n log n because we need to sort the array. And the space complexity would depend on which sorting algorithm we use. But for my case, I would be using Python, so it would be O of n for my case. So now let's get to the coding part. So first we will define the bound function. So self nums, and we will have the limit. So we will set the left pointer to 0, right to the length of nums minus 1, and initialize the result to 0, and we will have a while loop for the 2 pointers while left is less than right, and the total will be nums of left plus nums of right. And if the total is less than the limit, which could be the lower bound or upper bound, we'll run it twice, and then we will, if that's the case, then we will add right minus left to result and increment the left pointer. Otherwise, we will decrement the right pointer, and then we can return result at the end of the function. So now in the main function, we just sort the nums array, and then we will return self.bound of nums and upper plus 1. We need to do plus 1 because it's less than or equal, not less than. And then we will subtract by the lower bound. So lower, let's see if it works. Okay, great. Thank you all for watching. Hope this was helpful. If you have any other questions or comments, feel free to leave in the comment section, and I hope to see you all again soon.